Hello everybody, Cecil Pompasarse and 3/5 here. As you know, I've been away for quite a while. Well, I'm going to let you know what's been going on in my life for the past little while. Like a fellow motorcyclist. Chap. Or lady. I'm not sure. I think lady. Yes, you see, as you know, I was a proud member of the royal household. In fact, let me get rid of this pipe. As you know, I was a member of the royal household, the royal housewife. Traditionally, groomer of the stool. I have my own now, you see, I'm retired. And I've just left home for a jolly nice ride and just realised I've got to pop back home because I've forgotten my wallet. So for the first time, you're going to see where I live. You see, since I retired as the royal housewife, 40 years, good service, not a single ring left sore, I decided to downsize. So this is where I live now. They say every Englishman's home is his castle, and I don't understand this. Well, of course it's his fucking castle, it's what we all live in. It's not a great big place, you know, I have downgraded, and it could do with a bit of work. It's what you might call a fixer-upper. As you see, I have a guardsman. He's a crow. What do they say? Keep your friends close, and your enemies closer. That's why he's on my front door. So this is my porch. It's not huge. It's modest. Of course, I do have a church in my castle. And, there's not many rooms in my castle, if I'm completely honest. Of course, in any Englishman's castle, you have a moat. Don't know why it's inside, doesn't make much sense. I think the Irish built this one. Got some pigeons. Hello, chap. Jolly good. What are you doing down there? Go on, just shit in my castle, making a mess like a load of Johnny foreigners. Off away with you! Away! They don't listen. They don't speak the language. Cheeky bitches. Of course, I'm used to the salary of the royal housewife, and now I'm retired, even though I do get a good premium from the Queen. I do need to earn extra money, so I open this place to the public, you know, so they can come and look at it when I'm not here. Where they can get that goddamn out of my house when I get home. As you can see here, this is a toilet. Modern technology everywhere. Oh, this stone belt. Wonderful. It's my second guardsman crow. See a little hole here? This is where Jake lives. Jake comes and stays with me occasionally. He won't tell anyone this, but he does. Guardsman, do your job. Stop picking for worms. There's no one in the car park, you buffoon. I don't like the council saying my castle is small. It's just moderately sized. God. You only need a few hundred acres. Who needs more than that? Morning. I have a local pub, the Cormorant, a fine English bird. Very, very notably similar to the bird called the shag. Why is it called the shag? Well, because it's bloody good for a shag. You can't find yourself a lady? You grab yourself a slippery cormorant and you have your way. Good day, sirs. Fine English morning. Yes, I'm retired now. Many years I spent nearly wearing my finger to the bone keeping the royal ring clean. It was a proud job, and I'll lose a digit for any royal. Apart from Prince Harry, because you know. Now I can enjoy my days, free to do as I wish. Of course I have my own staff now. Just a couple. 3 scullery maids, 15 butlers, 32 landscape gardeners, 42 cleaners, 16 cooks. You know, I don't need too many. 3 official portrait painters, 16 crow guardsmen, who are paid in burgers, because that is what they take. And so that is what they will receive. You know, just a very small staff, you don't need many. Well, of course, there are the 8 tea makers. I need a tea maker for every room. Someone told me about a thing called a teas maid. Ridiculous. Just get a member of staff in every room. Well, thank you, lady. That was most kind of you. Good work, gents. Of course, my good friend Sir Jeff has fallen on some hard times and has had to move into a very small accommodation. A small flat, you might say. Very pokey. I really don't know how he copes in such a small place. As you can see, it is tiny and only has 1 cannon. Poor Sir Jeff. Poor Sir Jeff. He's a fine man. Served the country very well for many years. A grand job he does, putting on the royal pants and warming them for the king. Yes, we have a king. He's just kept in the tower and no one talks about him. Of course, you may be thinking, well, Cecil, if you've retired as the royal asswipe, who has taken over your most important duties? The answer, of course, is my son, Roger, Cecil, Guinevere, Rupert, Austin, Pompasarse, the 4th and 2/8. A fine fellow. He got through his 25 years training like that. Didn't miss a beat. Or a corn nugget thing, Colonel. What is this in the road? Oh, a fine squirrel has been taken down in his prime. Very sad. But he'll get by, for he's English. He will get better. Of course, you may be saying to yourself, my God, how is this man surviving so long without tea? Well, it's obvious. All they do is they shove tea bags up your arsehole, pack you out. You ingest the tea. You can last for more than 3 or 4 hours with a good 90 tea bags up there. And of course the tea doesn't go to waste, you just poop them out and give them to the peasants to make their tea. Made with a royal infusion of my shit and tea. You've heard of cat crap coffee, well this is Englishman shit tea. And they do not complain, for they are English, like me here. I don't need to be here, I'm just sitting in a queue for absolutely no reason. I can go around that way, I could have been home by now, but no. I sit here in a queue because that is English, and I will not complain. The old man that I passed about 6 years ago has just caught up with me. Englishmen do not complain, but they do change their minds. Fuck this. You see, if the Queen is on the train, every single rail crossing in the country is closed. No one is allowed to cross the rails when the Queen is on them. And so it should be. Hello, sir. There. I haven't been so tongue-tied since I last had a priest dick in my mouth. Of course, I was about 8. Hello! I must greet my loyal servants. Good day, sir. Doing a fine job there. Counting the cars. We need to do things like this just to know how many we have. Quantify. How do you know how rich you are and how many people you've got to press if you don't know how rich you are? Aha, you see? Count the cars. It's been said before, and I'll say it again. You're in England, sir. You need to slow down. Now, there is something I must talk for. Charles Blakely. As you know from my last video, he did dishonour my country, and I told him so. He challenged me to a duel, and as with the rules of duelling and tradition, I got to choose the duel. I chose. First one to jump off a cliff and survive wins. He went first. He died. I'm still alive. I win, you dumb fuck. Some may say there's no honour in that. In fact, that might be quite dishonourable. Well, sir, challenge me to a duel and we'll see who wins. Now, I do have some sad news of the passing of Lady Pompasarse. You see, she didn't bear me a son and she had a terrible accident where her head fell off. It was awful. We all felt jolly sad for that 10 minutes. But we burnt her body and she warmed us all the same. Of course, the 4 daughters that she did bear me have seen me good. I have married them off into wealthy families. Many dinner parties I do now enjoy because of this. You may ask, what do I do with my days now I am retired? Well, it's obvious, as any good gentry do. I wake up, I get dressed, my manservants help me. 4 hours later I go for breakfast. Once I have finished breakfast, then I go upstairs and my manservants help me change for brunch. Then I go upstairs and my manservants help me change for morning tea. A couple of hours later, have morning tea, you know. Then I go back upstairs and my manservants, they get me prepared for lunch. And then, I think you can see where this is going. We have 6 meals a day. What else the fuck are we going to do? Good day! What the fuck are my guardsmen doing here? Go back to the castle, you little shit! Good day! I've dropped my fucking pipe again. If I keep chipping my pipe like this, I'll have to get a new one. This won't do. Keep chipping the crap out of my pipe, people. This is not good. Guardsmen, return home. Guardsmen. Guardsmen! Come back here. I'll have your heads for this! Guardsman! Guardsman! Oh, Jesus Christ! Guardsman! Guardsman! I'm going to have to catch you on the morrow, people. I have to catch my guardsman. Come here, little shits. Send you back to the colonies! As you can see here, many German, Japanese. See, we've forgiven the Germans because we're English. And that's what we do.